I'm Brenda Sullivan. I work here in Cathedral Village's greenhouse as a horticulturist. And what I love about working here is that I feel we have a very nice relationship with many of the residents. Sarah brought us one day something that she discovered in her garden. And it was a little tiny hitchhiker on her parsley plant. It was a swallowtail larva. And we were able to basically watch the life cycle of this. We've got a nice little library here in the greenhouse and in Cathedral Village. And we were able to sort of document the life cycle of one of nature's most precious things, the little butterfly. And it was just something that she decided to share with us. And it really, I was very surprised. It brought a lot of joy to many of the residents and many of the staff members. People were stopping in every day to see the progress. And in about 2 weeks, it went from a little tiny guy to quite a very chubby little caterpillar through its life cycle, the metamorphosis, and to this lovely butterfly that we actually gathered out in the courtyard and many of us released out into the world. It was actually a very exciting, very memorable thing, and I think it was very nice of you to share that with us.
I'm Sarah West, and I'm a resident here. I've lived here for almost 10 years now, and one of the things that I've enjoyed the most is the activities in the greenhouse. Our greenhouse staff, our greenhouse director, helps us connect with this beautiful natural campus that we have. And one of the projects that we've had this summer is to grow butterflies that where we found caterpillars on our local herbs, our local plants. And I'm able to have a container garden outside my door, and I grew some parsley, which I use for making sandwiches. But one day when I was collecting it, I actually found 4 fairly good-sized caterpillars on the parsley. I managed to collect 3 of them and bring them over to the greenhouse where Ruth, our director, and Brenda put them in this wonderful cage for growing caterpillars. And we watched them get bigger and bigger and eventually crawl up the side and form a chrysalis. And then in about 2 weeks, the chrysalis hatched, and we have a picture of the butterfly that hatched out of it here on the top of the cage. And since that time, we've found on many herbs more caterpillars, which have been growing in the greenhouse to everybody's delight, including mine. And I actually get phone calls when the chrysalises hatch, so I can come over to see them. One of the programs that we're planning for the coming winter is to join some of the projects at the Cornell Ornithological Lab. These projects are called Feeder Watch or the Great Backyard Bird Count. A lot of our residents love watching birds, and we have a magnificent population with close to 30 different species. But we're going to join a program called Feeder Watch and receive some materials and get as many residents as are interested into looking at their own bird feeders and recording the visitors that come to feed there, collecting that information, and then sending it in as part of the citizen science opportunities that the Cornell Ornithological Lab provides.